All right. Today, we're going to continue our forgiveness. And this one is another one of those tough ones for me. I know there are people in the fan base that have already forgiven this guy, but I have not yet. But I am prepared to do that today. Today, we're going to forgive Carson Wentz. And with Carson Wentz, what started out so promising ended up so bad. So bad. We know the story. He's the number 2 pick. Howie Roseman pulled his black magic to move up to draft Wentz. He was the MVP until he got hurt in 2017. Nick Foles came in. Carson got all in his feelings. Then he was inconsistent throughout the next couple years in Philly. Dougie P had had enough. They didn't get along. And what we didn't know that we do know now was that part of those struggles was because Carson, according to Darren Sproles, made the coaches implement an entirely new playbook because he wanted to run different plays than Nick Foles, because Nick Foles won the Super Bowl with those plays. Even though he was the MVP with those, there was a lot of jealousy of Nick Foles. He was scared of the competition from Jalen Hurts, and I know that's strong, but there's no other way to describe it. It's just he was scared of the competition. Jadeveon Clowney, we talked about him yesterday, broke him in that the wild card game against the Seahawks. But, and I'm getting all angry. I got angry typing out and writing out my notes yesterday. I'm getting angry talking about it. But on NFC Championship game Sunday, we need to forgive here to have some of that good karma and release that negativity, because I'm holding on to that Carson Wentz negativity. And in a lot of cases, I feel the negativity I have for Carson Wentz is worse than what I had for Ben Simmons. And we forgave Ben Simmons. So I know some of you have already forgiven Carson Wentz, but I have not, and I am officially prepared to do that right now. I forgive him for being jealous of Nick Foles. I forgive him for being jealous of Jalen Hurts. I forgive him for being stubborn and petty and not wanting to run the same plays that worked, that made him an MVP candidate because Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. I forgive him for pouting on stage and in the locker room when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I think for him, he was used to being the big fish in the small pond, and that's not the case in Philadelphia as the quarterback of the Eagles. And I will say this. The truth of the matter is, a lot of people don't share this sentiment, but as great as Nick Foles was during that postseason run to the Super Bowl, we don't win the Super Bowl in 2017 without Carson Wentz. Now, you can make the argument that we don't win the Super Bowl if Carson Wentz is the quarterback. That's not what this is. This is forgiving Carson Wentz. And truth of the matter is, we don't win that Super Bowl without him leading us, 13-1 or 12-1 before he got hurt. We don't win it without him. So, Carson, I forgive you. And as I've been saying all month, forgiveness isn't easy, but it's necessary. I feel better. I feel like the weight has been lifted off of my shoulder. The karma, I can already feel the good vibes filling my soul on this NFC Championship game Sunday. And Carson, who knows? Maybe we'll see you in 2 weeks. But until then, I forgive you.